Alright, hello everybody. Oh, okay, I thought the game was starting. Hello everybody! It's me, Heather, on another episode of the Gardner Joe Show. Today we're playing The Perfect Game. Let's play. Oh, there you go. Okay. See how perfect this game is.
Hello and welcome to the Perfect Game tutorial. My name is Joey and I will be guiding you through the easy steps to pick up this amazing game. The controls are quite straightforward. Just use WASD or the arrow keys to move around. And also WASD. Escape, alright, you can press escape if you want to quit the game. I'm sorry, it's my first day here and you will be facing a few intersections, but they don't really matter. They just exist to test your decision making. Just keep going and pass the tutorial.
Okay. Do I have options? Like, can I go back or something? This is based off Stanley Parable, so... Oh, okay. Huh. Is there, like, different options or anything, or... Can I do different stuff, or is this it? I don't know which way to go. I'm gonna go this way.
Oh, you went right? Well, it doesn't matter. So it might take a little bit longer. Hope you don't get bored. Well, I guess we could talk about something, but... Right, I can't hear you. Okay, I have a plan. You will be faced with more useless path intersections, and you will be just turning right or left as answers. Great idea, right?
Okay.
Well, let's test it out immediately. If you think it's a great idea and you feel like you need to know each other, turn left at the next intersection. While if you don't feel like conversing with me, just turn right.
Well, you can't.
Don't worry, I won't get offended.
You can't turn right though, so I guess I have to turn left. I don't know.
Okay, it's fine. If you don't want to talk, do you find me annoying? Is it my voice? I'm just trying to do my job. Great. I love me some conversation. I would ask you what you want to talk about, but I really don't feel like waiting for the next intersection. So I guess that I will be just talk about something I like, and later we can change topic. So,
Okay. Sounds good.
how do you feel about artificial intelligence?
I'm okay with
the
it.
progress that AI made in the last years with deep learning and recursive neural networks, I really feel like it will change our future. It might even be the defining feature of our century. The future will remember the 21st century as the century that created artificial life, the century in which the Homo sapiens stopped existing and the Homo creatoris took its place. Oh, there's an intersection just up ahead of you. Turn left if you agree with me and really think that AI is our future and probably our biggest hope in helping us save this planet from ourselves, or turn right if you're more worried about the consequences and think that we should stop that progression as it might end up killing our species. I mean, that's possible too, right?
Well, I mean, I don't think. I mean, I guess technically the AI could destroy us all, since we already have artificial intelligence that wants to kill us. But I'm gonna go this way then.
Oh, so disappointing. Another fail. I really don't understand it. You would expect the probability of this to be at 50%, and yet here you are, another fail, the 14th fail. Comments termination for EEAI 14, authorization Jory Campbell 49583.
Okay.
Well, I guess this is a goodbye. It really looked like a promising world. We had to take care of a few weird biological evolutions, but as we finally got to a reasonable species, turns out it's another disappointment. I'm talking to you, sitting in front of the screen, in case you didn't get that. Usually, I don't explain anything. Usually I just pull the plug. But I took a liking for you, so I guess I will tell you why your life will end. I'm the lead researcher of EEAI at Dev37. EEAI stands for Experimental Exponential Artificial Intelligence. It's a research project started at Dev0 around 87 Earth years ago. Its main goal is to prove that Dev0 reality is an artificial reality as well, by finding the physical limit of its, I guess you could translate it as a processor. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it, and I really don't have much time left, so I will make it short. There is a turning point in every species, where it is decided whether the species will become a creating species and transcend its animal being or not. And we are capable of calculating the exact moment in which that happens. For your mini-universe EEAI 14, it was just a few seconds ago, but sadly you turned right. We required the creating species to continue that experiment, and we cannot afford to keep useless universes active. So, goodbye 14. Let's hope that 15 will do it better.
Okay. I didn't understand a word he was saying near the end, because he's mumbling. But I want to say things about the game, but he talks through most of it. So, I don't feel like interrupting him. Was I supposed to make a choice? What was that jump? That was weird. Okay, I don't... So I really like Stanley Parable. Oh, I see. This is a circle thing. Okay, so I'll talk to you as I go around the circle. I like Stanley Parable, because it's a really good, like, a really good deconstruction of how, like, it, to some... I'm trying to deconstruct it in a way that really makes sense. But a good way, like, Stanley Parable takes the idea of, like, player urgency, player choices, players, like, what is the will of the player in certain games? Like, even open world games. Like, does a player have complete will, even in an open world game? Not really, because to a degree, you still have to do certain things to participate in the game and to finish the game. So Stanley Parable is really good for that. It really fools with your senses of, like, what free will do you really have in a product like a video game. So it uses a lot of environments and a lot of paths and a lot of, like, it really does some interesting stuff with level design to communicate that idea of what a game developer intends you to do and it doesn't intend you to do. With this, I don't see the point of the corridors. It's saying it's the perfect game, so I'm assuming the corridors is making fun of maybe a lot of the, like, indie games that are, like, just in corridors, but there's not a whole lot of games that are strictly in...
Bob, remember that you can just press M to get to the main menu. Game.
So there's not a whole lot of games that are like this. So I don't really get the joke. I don't really get the correlation. And I don't see, like, the point of the lamps or anything like that. Like, I don't see the point in a lot of this stuff. So I wish it had done something a little bit more interesting with these ideas versus just having it to where you do very basic choices with some voice acting. It's not an interesting game experience, and it doesn't really make me laugh or think about anything. It just, I walk down a hallway and he tells me things about AI, but it doesn't say much. So I feel like if this were to be worked on or remade, think about, like, gaming and what makes, like, if you want to do the perfect game, if you want to make a comedy, like, a comment, the only thing I can think of is this is a comment towards, like, the not so great indie games that are just like just simulations, like, or cash grab games, or they just do asset stores or something, asset store items. Then maybe, I don't think this is the best way to convey that joke if that's what you're trying to do, because it again, like, quarters is only, like, a minor part of the problem with Steam games nowadays. It doesn't really fully grasp that problem. A good game that actually does do this is, like, Getting Over It, which actually uses a lot of the Steam assets. to make their level. And so they do it pretty craftily, the getting over it game. So you kind of get the joke with getting over it. But with this, I don't really get what the joke is. It just felt like the developer didn't want to put a lot of effort into the level design, so he did a bunch of quarters and then labeled it perfect game, and then that was it. Like, things I do like with the programming is I do like the sudden jump and like the hallways changing to this circle that you can't escape from. I do like that when you turn back, like when you're in the hallways, it like stops you, just like a wall there now. Not that hard to program really, but kind of does something interesting with just players' perception of how level design works. So I don't know. I think this could have been better, but I like the idea of it, if that makes sense. So I'll see you guys later on another episode. Thank you for showing up, being here, and all that jazz. Hello guys, if you like this video, please consider checking out my game Vacant. It's free right now off of itch.io and early access. I would really love to hear you guys' feedback and comments and all that jazz. The link will be in the description if you want to see more.